Elijah had a baby!
I did.
What?
If we didn't cover it in the last
Elijah,
podcast.
you were pregnant?
It was a butt baby.
Wait, I think we covered it in the last podcast.
We did. I can't remember.
Oh, that's right, because I was going to kick you out.
But with the rate that we're giving the wrong podcasts out on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Could God willing, we can just recap the entire thing. Hi, we're starting from scratch. We're the poster men. My name's Elijah. I work at a movie theater with movie fanatics.
My name's Dr. Nipplepants.
I am Sir Reginald, Duke of Chutney. If only one of us is going to be serious about this.
Well, that's how I introduced myself the first podcast we did.
That is. Because you didn't want your name to be said.
I don't remember that part, but...
For some reason, or was that Lewis? I don't remember.
I don't know. Lewis has had some
Lewis
odd,
was weird.
Some odd foibles about aspects of his life being or not being
Online.
broadcast over the internet.
But Kevin Bacon brought us
Bacon?
bacon in the bacon month. He baconed up those worms.
He baconed up that bacon.
Yep.
And boy was it bacon.
And boy was he Kevin Bacon. Just Kevin Baconing up that screen. Quintessential Kevin Bacon. Was the other one? I was trying to think of what the fourth movie was besides Wild Things. Was it Footloose?
Footloose.
Yes.
All right, I was right.
Next week's the booby movie.
Woohoo! Boobies! It'll be like Tyler in his Wheel of
Look,
Pain.
I seriously didn't really care about the movie this week because all I could think about was I just want to watch the booby movie.
This isn't the booby movie. It's PG-13. Shockingly PG-13.
And goofy as hell.
Oh, I love it.
I didn't remember this movie being this goofy.
I love how goof dumb it is, and how very like the breakout characters of this movie are some oddball characters. Like no one else ever comes back really, except for the two like gun-toting neighborhood guys. They're in like every Tremors.
Yeah, the
Reba McEntire isn't by herself, but I mean like the guy comes back.
Yeah, the husband of that
was
couple.
Reba. I was like, man, I don't remember seeing Reba in anything other than the Reba. But
Little
like,
Rascals.
Man,
Never saw that movie.
it's been so long. It's been so long. But like when she was in there talking, I'm like, she sounds like Reba, and I'm not sure that that's Reba.
I had to
I've
find
never
Reba.
seen young Reba.
Yeah. I had to, because it said it on the screen, and I was like, Reba McEntire's in this movie? And I was like, okay.
She doesn't super look like herself in this movie. It's like, whoa, they went out of their way to like super plane up Reba.
Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, now we're going to play the game of find Reba McEntire. Is she the love interest? No, that's not Reba.
Nope.
It is she. Then I was like, oh, she's the gun-toting nuts wife. Okay. They're both gun-toting nuts. Love it.
Yes.
They're insane.
Only a little bit.
The only thing we didn't prepare for underground eels. What does he say?
Something.
Monsters that that live underground. I forget exactly what he says. Yeah.
But they did prepare for him.
They did pretty good. They killed one.
Yeah, we watched the movie Tremors.
We did.
They killed several of them. Oh, the gun toters.
Yeah, the gun toters killed the one.
Killed the one. Yeah, with the elephant gun. Kablamo!
Uh-huh. I thought when like they were talking to the main girl. I'm just gonna. What's her name? Rhonda.
Rhonda.
They're talking to Rhonda, and Rhonda says there are 3 of them. I was like, oh, but then we kill 4 of them.
Well, because there was 3 of them after they'd already killed one.
Okay.
They killed one. They just, woo, we did it.
Yeah,
we did it.
The town is
oh
safe.
no, there's 3 more of them. Like, look at my readings right now. Like, there's one there, there's one there, and there's one there. They're all here.
And I love
Are you sure they didn't just knock the one out like they said they did?
Yeah. They knocked one of them out. I knew that.
Yeah, and that was when they met her. Well, not when they met her, but when she caught up to him and was like, "Hey, there's 3 of them."
Yeah, Stumpy becomes Stumpy because that was when he grabs the thing. And then
yeah, and they didn't. Yeah, because at that point they thought they had killed the only one. Right? I don't know.
I know they kill one with the girl before near the rock when they start getting on the rock. Then, and like the first rock scene.
They killed it?
No, they don't kill one then.
No, I mean before the rock scene.
Yeah, because they were running from it. And
because they were like, okay, we got him, and then all of a sudden they were like, there's another, and she's like, there were 3 smoky thingies.
There was the first one that runs into the concrete wall.
Yeah,
and they said he knocked him. They said he knocked himself out cold.
Yeah, and then they said no, it died.
Yeah, the one I now remember, the one the rock wall that bursts through and then it's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first they think, oh, it knocked itself out. No, it killed itself.
Yeah. Which, shockingly, that was the easiest one to kill. I was like, a rock wall.
Yes.
The other one's a lifted houses. I was like...
Yeah, well, like... The full disclosure...
Why you don't put your foundation on 4 cinder blocks?
Full disclosure, I would have thought the ultimate end to the ultimate last, 4th ultimate... graboid. I feel like that idea should have come to them sooner.
Oh, like jettison him off the mountain?
Yeah, like run it into the wall, or it's gonna dig through out into nothing. And spoiler alert, everyone, the last one
explode.
They play chicken with it, and it runs. It runs through the rock wall out into the canyon. Splat!
And then up comes the song, I believe I can fly.
No, that didn't happen.
Oh. It didn't?
No, but...
Oh, I watched Space Jam.
Ken.
Natives of a small, isolated town defend themselves against strange, underground creatures which are killing them one by one.
Natives.
Natives, they're the ones that live there. Not visitors.
Natives.
Kevin Bacon plays Valentine McKee. Fred Word plays Earl Bassett. Finn Carter plays Rhonda LeBeck. Michael Gross plays Bert Gummer. Reba McEntire plays Heather Gummer. Bobby Jacoby plays Melvin Plug.
Anyone else want Melvin to be dead?
Yes.
I really want Melvin to die.
I actually thought Melvin dies.
I was so expecting him to either like when they were talking about, oh hey, all we got to do is take a if somebody would just take a bomb and run out there and get eaten and boom. I kind of expected him to maybe like hero up and do that.
I wanted a cowardly
or
death.
like get hurt and
I wanted a worm to come out of his like outhouse that he's standing on and like and then just down.
Charlotte Stewart plays Nancy.
Nancy.
Tony Gennaro plays Miguel.
Oh, Miguel makes it.
Ariana Richards plays Mindy. That's pretty much. Victor Wong plays Walter Chang.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't forget Victor Wong. He's in all the 3 ninjas.
Is he?
Yeah, man. He's the trainer in the 3. He's the grandfather in the 3 ninjas.
The uncle or granddad or whatever.
Yeah, he's the granddad.
Interesting.
Because I was like, where have I just seen this guy? And I was like, oh, I just watched the 3 ninjas for the first time.
And apparently he's in Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah. Because I was like, is he Mr. Miyagi? And then I was like, no, he's not Mr. Miyagi.
7 years
He got
in
eat.
Tibet.
He got eat. He got.
Of all the people, he had the most gruesome death.
Everyone had to watch him get eaten.
Yeah.
It's like the worm was like, look at me eat me.
Watch me, you shall watch me.
Watch me eat your friend.
Is it the second one or the third one where they
You're
start
about to
coming
ask
on
me
land?
more of Tremors? I have seen this Tremors.
Oh, well, you need
I've
to watch
seen
the other
this
Tremors.
And I think I've seen an episode or two of Tremors the series.
I forgot there was a series.
Don't watch the series. Don't watch the series. You'll regret decisions.
I regret decisions of all the Tremors movies.
But, like, the other two, I feel like the second one wasn't all that bad. I mean, it was about as bad as the first one.
What? The first one is wild.
It's not a good movie, but it's funny.
Oh, the puppetry.
It's funny and enjoyable.
I love the like, I've become like a very... Like, I'm enjoying looking at tangible objects in movies now at some points. Like, seeing the worm and not just being like, oh, look, big CGI creature has been nice. I like see it like you could feel the difference in how you act around it.
Huh.
Like,
maybe that changes your stance on shitty Godzilla movie.
What shitty Godzilla movie?
98.
Oh, I still love 98. It's dumb as hell, but I love 98. I know. You can't take away those like 900 viewings I've done of Godzilla 98.
Good God.
By the way, Godzilla 98 next week.
This is not a Kevin Bacon movie.
Yeah, he is. He's the monster.
No.
So, just to eliminate Tyler's boob movie, we just talk about Godzilla 98.
Do not take away my titties.
But it's... I'm willing. I'm always open to watch new crap that I haven't seen, even if it's crap. So I'll watch Tremors with you, Tyler. Let's have a Tremors marathon.
We're gonna need alcohol.
All right, I got that covered. Tremors, the movie marathon.
I could get chocolate martinis, and then is he allowed to drink yet?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
She needs to be careful if she's breastfeeding.
She's not.
But, okay.
So that's why I was like, she's not. So I don't believe her. I don't believe
she can.
Yeah.
If she wants to.
Okay, then she's good.
Just in case everyone wanted to know that little bit of fun facts.
Well, it's important people to know.
You didn't necessarily have to be, matter of fact about it. You could just.
You having a baby out there and you breastfeed and don't drink alcohol. I don't produce milk, Elijah. You're not sucking any milk out of my titties.
You don't? Not if I try hard.
I don't produce milk, Elijah.
You could. But I like the chemistry between the three mains in this movie. I think that's very well done. I think Fred Ward and Kevin Bacon have like... I was like, I need these guys in more movies. Why can't I have a cop movie with these two? I'd watch it. I'd watch the hell out of it. A Lethal Weapon style movie with these two, I'm in.
Yeah, it would have been alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, like having watched this movie, you're like, why doesn't Fred Ward have more of a career? Like, what's going on here?
Where'd Fred Ward go? Like, Fred Ward just is, I was like, this is Fred Ward at his peak.
Yeah, I mean, Fred, I didn't know, I've seen Fred Ward in things.
Yeah.
I won't deny that, but, I didn't know his name. He's that guy.
Oh, poor Fred Ward passed away in 2022.
Oh.
We didn't even have a moment of silence.
Now a moment of silence. In the arms of the angels.
The moment of silence is where you shut the fuck up.
But yeah, he's done a shit ton of movies.
Yeah, he was in
he's the hillbilly boyfriend in Sweet Home Alabama.
Let me tell you how many times I've seen Sweet Home Alabama.
Me too.
Oh no, he's not. Josh Lucas is the hillbilly one. Then who's Fred Ward?
What?
Elijah, get your shit together.
That's it, Sweet Home Alabama. It is.
Didn't come out in 1998. You're not allowed to pick
after
it.
this year.
You're not allowed to pick it. You're not allowed to pick
I'll
it.
put it in future notches. Next year, rom-coms all around. 27 Dresses, a lot of
Captain
Michael.
He's the dad.
Oh, yeah.
He's the dad. He's her dad in flippin' Sweet Home Alabama.
He's also Joe's dad in Joe Dirt.
Jimmy Crickets.
Poor guy got his nuts frozen to the porch.
I forgot that about that movie. What an oddball time. But yeah, Fred Ward needed to do more stuff.
This thing of frozen poop, and you were eating French fries and ketchup off of it.
Earl comes back in the second Tremors
when he was eating when he was lugging around what he thought was a meteorite.
What are you talking?
He's
about?
talking about Joe Dirt.
I've never seen Joe Dirt.
He's talking about Joe Dirt.
You would not like Joe Dirt.
Why do you think I've never seen Joe Dirt?
My favorite is you looking at Ken and saying, "You know what about Joe Dirt?" And I'm sitting there going, "You know what Ken has seen? Joe Dirt." And then instantly you're like,
again,
I now know why you probably haven't seen Joe Dirt.
Again, sometimes I assume y'all have seen way more movies than I do.
I've seen Joe Dirt.
So sometimes I have to assume that sometimes you've seen movies. Kind of like Dante's fucking Peak.
I think I've seen Dante's Peak.
I hadn't seen Dante's Peak until a little bit ago. You're right.
Okay, so you know what movie we need to watch?
Tremors 2?
Tremors flipping 2.
I just saw that.
Like, I'm watching the trailer right now. I'm like, as absurd and ridiculous as the first one is,
I feel like the second one...
Let's just take the absurd ridiculousness and crank it to 11.
I was going to say, I feel like the second one ratchets it up pretty good.
This looks incredible.
I was going to not... Because I've seen Tremors multiple times, but, like, as I was trying... And I was like, I don't really need to watch it. Like, I've seen it a million times. And then as I was sitting there trying to think about the movie, I was, like, remembering Tremors 2 a lot. And I was like... I better watch the movie because I'm going to start talking about Tremors 2. And then,
Kevin Bacon lookalike.
What?
It's Kevin Bacon lookalike. It's faking.
And that's fake.
Okay,
that's faking. That's faking in Tremors 2. Chris Garton.
It's Nevin Fakin.
Is he?
It's Nevin Fakin.
Is he supposed to
Oh my god, they have legs.
Is he supposed to be Val?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me go back.
It doesn't look like he's supposed to be Val.
I didn't look at that. I was looking at what Ken was asking a question for. Oh my god, they look like the tiny Godzilla creatures.
Yeah. They did. So like that's what I was remembering, and I'm like, I know they don't walk in the first one.
They look like they look like the baby Godzillas.
So like they kind of like point at it.
Big Tremor.
There's like a giant worm one too.
I'm just going to ask the general question that's probably explained in the multiple of movies that have come after. Where the hell did they come from? That was never asked.
It was asked.
Oh, but it was never answered.
It wasn't answered.
Okay.
They were like, "Where'd it come from?" They talk about radiation. They talk about like chemical runoff.
Space.
They talk about them coming
Spice.
from
Spice.
Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, like that's at Sweet Home Alabama. My mom would love that. My mom would be on the podcast.
Okay. Kevin Bacon admitted in a 2020 interview, when I was making Tremors, I was very depressed and at a low point in my life, and I kind of blamed Tremors for all that. I was bitter against it. I thought it was a career killer. I never watch my movies more than once. Some of my movies I've never even seen before, and I have no desire to.
X-Men
But I've
First
watched
Class.
Tremors a dozen times. I love it so much. I spent years trying to capture the same energy we had on the set of Tremors. It's one of my favorite films of all time. Speaking of having seen Tremors a gajillion 5 times.
Like I've only ever seen it on TV. Like.
This movie seemed egregiously long for like on TV. It was like a block of like 4 hours, and it's like they had Tremors. But like they would cut like Fred Ward walk across the thing and be like commercial.
The Tremors 2 was on TV way more than Tremors 1 was.
I saw parts of Tremors.
Tremors 2 was like when Sci-Fi had a channel. It was like
so Sci-Fi Network.
like. Well, I mean, this is back in like the late '90s, early 2000s.
We're
like,
old.
Like you could turn the Sci-Fi channel on, and it would be like Tremors 2 or Lavalantula.
Lavalantula was like 2010.
That's still early 2000s, in my opinion.
That's early 2000s to you?
Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell. Tremors, Shrieker Island.
So, everyone up for Tremors month?
I can't. We still have to do Hulk Hogan month.
Yes. I am so up for Tremors month. I would, yup.
That's how we'll celebrate America's birthday. Hulk Hogan month.
I love it. No, it'll be June.
We can move it.
We'll move theme month. We'll do 2 months of us picking just so we can put Hulk Hogan month of July. America's birthday with Thunder in Paradise. 1, 2, 3. Brother! Come on, brother!
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Ken's proposal for Tremors month.
Where do they come from? Where do they go?
Cotton Eye Joe.
4, either Cold Day in Hell or Shrieker Island.
Oh my God! There's a movie called Shrieker Island.
And then
done.
And then the 2018 Sci-Fi movie channel, Sci-Fi cable channel reboot.
Oh my God! The CGI will be terrible.
Sci-Fi has the best CGI. I don't know what you're talking about.
According to the cast sheet on the IMDb, so take this with a grain of salt. Both Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward are in it. Although Fred Ward is rumored. If this thing came out in 2018, it should not be rumored anymore.
Oh, I'm 1,000% sure it is. Oh my God! Kevin Bacon is in it. Oh my God! There's a photo.
Yes.
That's old Kevin Bacon.
I gotta write this down. Hang on.
Which one is that?
Hang on.
That's Tremors, the TV movie from 2018. Good God! I guess they didn't get together. Those poor that rascally couple. Oh my God! That looks terrible, and I'm in.
So you want to do Shrieker Island?
Yeah, Shrieker Island sounds fun. And we're doing the 2018 Tremors. It's happening. Because there's Kevin Bacon. But these monsters that sense vibrations from like all over the town. Yeah, like at like the farthest reaches of
and they hear, like, I'm standing on a rock and I am talking and they hear me.
Yeah.
It's a little.
I was like, no.
It's a little questionable, but
that's how old Fred died on the tower.
Yeah, he wouldn't come down.
He wouldn't come down. They kill that family that's building that house. Where's that country music come from? Swish, swish, swish. I do. They move the dirt from the thing.
Yeah, it's the doctor and his wife.
Yeah, I was like,
oh, look at doctor.
I love how no one is concerned about all those sheep that are murdered at one point. Everyone's like, oh, let's still take a picture with the monster.
Bah!
Well, probably because the farmer whose sheep they were also got eaten. So.
I would have liked to see the sheep just like vanish on the ground.
I thought that's what happened. It's like the farmer was working on stuff. All the shit, like a big hole happened, and the sheep just got swallowed up. And I thought that's what happened, but no, he gets eat first.
He gets ate first. Then his face gets left there. Just like the poor guy that had he was dumb though, but he had the trailer, and then he goes in a tire.
He got sucked in through the.
And I was like, "You dumbass!" Thought I was like, the tire has a hole, you idiot. And he was the one that was like, I'm gonna get my axe and we're gonna hit it. The soda machine comes on. That's how the poor the Three Ninjas guy gets killed.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I was like, well, there goes his general store. This town is demolished, everyone. And then, like, breaking the water thing, that was smart. I approved of that. But if they, like, I am still shocked that we didn't try to destroy the water tower or the Porta-John. We went after the two big houses, and we're like, let's shake the houses.
Well, because that's where the people were.
But there was a person on the Porta-John, and...
Do you want to
Only
buffet?
one person, not multiple people.
Yeah, the one house did have two. One was small,
Elijah,
and the other one was bigger. But
when you go to a buffet, do you want like a plate or all that you can eat?
It made sense that we went after the one with Fred Ward and the two other and Miguel and Kevin Bacon. Like, I was like, okay, there's three people on that one. That makes sense. But then there's the one with the lady and the kid, and I'm like, why? You could gladly just start picking off the other ones, like with ease. That
buffet,
that middle,
or only one
but
plate.
It's not really a buffet. It's like I'm sure that the annoying kid B was much more delicious than the other two young ladies.
Save your dessert for after dinner.
I really wanted him to die, and I was real sad about everybody else that died but him. I was like, man, if there was somebody that needed to die in this movie, it's the kid that laughed at them when they got hit with the septic.
I'd have taken the hose off
And proceeded to be a dingus about making jokes about the
Tremors.
The Tremors, yeah, about the graboids.
We need to come up with a name.
I like oids. Oids is good. That's it, graboids.
You have the only working truck that can get us across the mountain. Hup, there went the truck.
I know. We'll use the bulldozer.
That thing got a good amount of gas. They set a trap. I was like, if these things are that smart,
y'all are done. The end. Goodbye.
I was like, they said, but like that was also what I was wondering is like, how stable is the ground above them? If there's these giant tunnels like below them.
You can't think about that.
Like all those worms had to do was like go in and out, in and out, in and out, like in a wave formation, and then the foundation crumbles in the house. And
yeah,
down it went.
You can't think about that.
Yeah,
that is not to be thought about.
Yeah. Someone's getting laundry.
Oh.
But yeah. Like if you process that, it's just not going to work. Like that was what was bugging me. I was like, the entire landscape of this area is now officially in ruins because of these worms. I was like, any car, like a semi drives on that road where they were paving, down goes that semi.
Yeah.
I was like, the infrastructure's ruined.
It's in ruins.
It's in ruins, everybody.
It's in ruins?
Ruins?
Runes!
Do you think Kevin Bacon watched First Class?
I don't know.
Just out of pure curiosity for if I'm naming a Kevin Bacon movie that probably he didn't watch.
I could see him not having watched that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he watch R.I.P.D.? Did he go
Maybe.
and was like, you know what?
I would be willing to bet that he attended the premiere of R.I.P.D.
To the internet. But this like it was I enjoyed this movie. It was fun. It's a fun, wacky, don't think about it sci-fi romp that never tells you why they're sci-fi creatures. So
this movie reminded me a little bit of Pitch Black in that it's these random monsters that...
That's a lot of those Riddick movies. Like, I think Riddick is almost about the same.
Yeah, Riddick is a return to form for Riddick. Like, Riddick tries to be... I should say, Riddick is a little bit what Riddick 2 maybe should have been. But that's a story for that's a story for another. Speaking of Riddick movies, the Riddick movies are now all streaming somewhere. I think one of them's on, or no, I think maybe they're all on HBO Max now or something, or maybe they're all on Netflix now or something. They're all on Netflix.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think they're on Netflix.
They're all on Netflix. I had to find it in my brain. I knew they were all somewhere. And like Chronicles of Riddick was like number 6 in movies. Or no, Riddick.
Yeah, Riddick was
like number 6 in movies. I was like, huh.
That algorithm screwed up, and I don't trust it.
It's weird. I don't trust it. I think some of that time is the editors are saying we're gonna do a top 10 recommended, and who wants to pay us to recommend their movie? Yeah.
Here you go. Here's some Universal money.
But I watched Chronicles of Riddick, the second one.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time I've ever seen the theatrical cut of that movie. No wonder nobody liked that movie.
Yeah, I saw the theatrical. It's bad.
I mean, it's not unwatchable.
No, but it's bad.
But oh my goodness, there's like a couple of spots where they cut out like just teeny little chunks of dialogue that if they'd let in, it's like, oh, this makes so much more sense now.
They do that a lot. It's weird in some movies. Literally this, they'll reference it back later in the movie, but they cut it out. Like I forget what I watched here recently that did that.
In the director's cut.
Yeah.
There's this apropos of nothing. Chronicles of Riddick. There's this character that shows up in 2 scenes, and she's sort of like this, like the spirit of Furia. She's not actually there. She shows up. She's like a vision to Riddick a couple of times.
Oh, she's the light lady, right?
No.
Oh.
No. Judi Dench is
the light lady.
She's the wind lady. She's the air elemental.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird. Like, that's a weird thing that movie tries to do. It doesn't matter. But like, she does this like handout thing, and like there's this like blue glowy handprint that shows up on Riddick's chest, and and it's something that doesn't happen in Chronicles of Riddick, but it does happen in the director's cut. He does this weird, like he's about to get overwhelmed, and he does this like and like this energy pulse that like knocks him out and everybody else around him out. And it happens early in the movie, and it's the first time we see this lady, and then we see her once again. I forget, but at the end of the movie, the Purifier
purifies.
That's his title. He's the Purifier, and that's what he's called. He and Riddick are the only ones that survive
the Purifier.
The run across the necromongers are there, and Kira gets taken, and Carl Urban takes him and his surviving
Carl
soldiers.
Urban's in that movie.
And they all go, and they all like hop in their necromonger ship, and they leave because it's this horribly inhospitable planet. Nobody likes it. It's a prison planet.
Nobody likes you, planet.
But Riddick survives barely, and the Purifier stays behind, and he's like, "Yeah, I have a message to you. Stay away from the Lord Marshal. Stay away from Necromonger territory, and we'll leave you alone. It's fine. You leave us alone. We'll leave you alone. It'll be great." And he reveals, like, at one point he like pulls his shirt aside, and there's this glowing handprint on his chest, and so it's like, oh, so he's a Furian. But the whole pulling his shirt aside and glowing handprint thing, that's this shocking reveal that's, oh, he's a Furian, doesn't happen in the director's cut. And so he just sort of casually says...
You mean the theatrical?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did I misspeak?
Yes.
I apologize. Not in the theatrical cut.
It's in the director's cut.
It's in the director's cut. It's not in the theatrical cut. He just casually says, the necromonger side of me hopes you'll listen. the fury inside of me hopes you won't, or something like that. I was like, wait, huh? Where'd that was what? And you get like it's.
Say what?
So the moral of the story is.
Yes.
The director's... If you're going to watch Chronicles of Riddick, track down the director's cut. Pay the extra money. Rent the director's cut. Don't watch that theatrical cut piece of garbage. It's not piece of garbage, but...
This PSA brought to you by Ken.
Watch the
long
director's
PSA.
cut. Watch the
It
director's
wasn't that long.
I'm sorry,
It
everyone.
was 45 minutes. We're fine.
I'm sorry. It's not 40... We haven't even been recording 45 minutes yet.
I'm growing gray.
You are gray. It's fine.
I'm going gray. Get off my lawn!
Actually,
I'm
not
going
gray.
turbo.
Actually, not going gray.
Turbo-tastic!
You really wanted to get that out there that you're not going gray.
No, I'm not. I'm losing my hair more than I'm going gray.
Me too.
I
I've
see
lost
something. Let me
more
pull it
hair.
out.
Most of my hair is gone. Most of the hair on the top of my head is gone.
My baby has more hair than me.
Excuse me. My father said that me and your baby have the same hair.
I said me, buddy. Not everything is about you!
You said your baby.
I said my baby and me have the same
Oh.
amount. My baby has more hair than me.
I didn't hear the me part.
Not
heard
everything
the you.
is about you!
It is about me. Everything's about me. This whole podcast is about me.
If it was, it
Tell
would
me
have an
about me.
intervention.
Tell
It'd
me
be an
about me.
intervention. Tyler. Tyler, your drinking has hurt me. It has brought tears to many. As your alcoholism has grown worse over the years, I have wept into many sleeves. You cannot afford this. It makes me sad to see you in pain. I cannot be. We need to get you somewhere in this life. I love you too much to disappoint you. Nipple grab. But
I'm fucking coming with a goddamn suit of armor next week.
Why don't you sit over here?
if
Well, the
you,
last time I did that, he put his foot between my legs.
I have too much fun. But
What you should do is you should sit there, and then when he sits next to you, he sits in your seat. You come over here and sit. Then he's
He's just gonna move over.
diagonal across from you.
He's just gonna move over.
I'll just start progressively getting more naked as the show goes on. That'd be how I
Please,
saw
God.
it. Ken,
Mid episode, I look over and Ken's just sitting there silently with blood running out of his eyes.
he looks like he looks like just a creature that's Saul from like the Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Oh, that hurt.
We all done with bodily functions.
Tremors.
Tremors.
So they were leaving town.
I gave her the Tremors. Hey!
Hey, hey Gave her the Kane madness, if you know what I mean.
I think he's giving her a bit of the Kane madness.
Never done evolution. It's a shame. It's a crying out shame.
Hang on, I need to add it to one of. Hang on, where's my list? I can't. We haven't done a.
We talk about it almost all the damn time.
Oh
We
my
need
goodness.
to do evolution, and then we don't.
All I would do that episode is just like a Happy Gilmore episode where I just quote it.
That's probably why.
Oira! Oira! Speaking of stupid sci-fi,
Truth.
that movie is not good filmmaking, but by George, do I laugh my ass off.
Kill it with shampoo.
A lot of comedies can get away with that. Like, yeah, this is not a well done movie.
Yeah.
Was it
But
Head and
holy
Shoulders
cow,
or
is it
Pantene
heavy.
Pro
His head
V?
and shoulders. Can't you see that my hair is soft and flake free?
I was in his butt.
It's not for me. It's for my ass. That's where I fell in love with Julianne Moore. not in any of her dramatic roles that she's amazing in too, but Evolution. gift basket for Professor. Here's some 2 hams. As he's mooning the entire army base. David Duchovny. But another duo that has good chemistry. David Duchovny and Orlando James.
Yeah.
That I would also watch a buddy cop movie about. Which I guess Evolution sort of is. It's like it's like a buddy Ghostbusters movie. I'll handle this. Put some funk on that. But
Question.
know what?
When Kevin Bacon was standing in the middle of the desert and they were all on the rocks.
Which section of rock?
I was gonna
The
say,
first
which
rock or the
point?
second rock?
Towards the end of the movie,
The last rock
They were all
with the
standing there.
explosives.
they were all standing there and they're like, don't move, and they're trying to figure out what he's doing, and the thing's like out of the ground.
Ah,
And they're like, we need to make a bunch of noise.
yeah.
Why didn't they shoot it?
Yep.
They had
Where's
guns.
the elephant gun?
They had guns. And, like, not only are they screaming and yelling and not using the guns, but at one point, we're shooting one of the guns
In the air.
into the air. I'm like, you are wasting ammunition, sir.
Because we already paid for the song, we had to shoot it out the cliff.
It
And
did not
slow-mo,
play that song.
I Believe I Could Fly.
It did not play that song.
Maybe I did.
You played that song in your brain.
I did.
It did not in the movie.
Does everyone want to see the movie Air? About
We're done
The
talking
Air
about
Jordans?
Tremors, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued by that movie since I saw the trailer the other day.
Movie about
The guy that got like went like saved Nike pretty much and developed the Air Jordan sneaker to promote with Michael Jordan before he was big. Like Ben Affleck in the trailer goes to Matt Damon and says, "So we're going to put everything on the line for a guy who has never set foot on a professional basketball stage. We're going to put everything on the line against one guy in your hopes that this guy is what you say he is." And then then history is made with the Air Jordan, so I'm intrigued. And it's got Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, so
Matt Damon.
So it can't be all bad. Directed by Ben
Do they
Affleck.
do
so-
movies without each other? Like, does that happen?
Yeah, the Bourne movies. Argo, he wasn't in Argo.
It was a joke.
Matt Damon. That was my random statement about Air
Oh,
Jordans. Because Space Jam, I'm just leading y'all back to how I got to Air. You're welcome. Addie's upset.
good. Robot Punches?
Sure, I'm game.
I don't know where we're at time wise, but we've consistently given up
Well,
on
that's
talking about Tremors.
because we could just go. We like the Tremors, and if we like, it's pretty much just discussing a whole bunch of people standing on things, trying to avoid moving, to like get these snakes' attention.
Yeah, it's
I'm
interesting.
gonna call them worms.
You may we. It is interesting how good this movie is at. Now, some of this has to do with the fact that most of the characters in this movie are sort of these really exaggerated sort of caricatures of people. But it's interesting how this movie, on not a whole hog's load of screen time, makes us care about and root for this little group of people.
This ragtag team of people.
This group of natives of an isolated Nevada town.
I think if you just if you lost the charisma of Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward, and I forget the other lady's name. The girl played Rhonda.
Um,
If you lost that triangle of actors,
Finn Carter.
yeah, Finn Carter, you lost those three, I think the movie's a turd. Like if you if we throw, I don't know. I think if you threw like anybody else with that combination, I don't think it works as well. You know what I mean? Like because you care about their relationship, Fred Ward and Kevin Bacon's, you then care about Kevin Bacon and the girl's relationship, or Fred Ward and the girl's relationship, and their giant triangle relationship that they have.
Yeah.
It's a night like without that connection you have of those three, the rest of the cast can't just like is latched onto that connection and plays off of that connection. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like you because that core that core trio
It's so good and
is so good, it sort of elevates and carries along everybody. And also like I think also because Michael Gross is kind of riveting as the crazy conspiracy theory gun nut guy.
Yeah, you could tell that he's given it 110% in this movie to be like, no, this is Shakespeare. I'm this gun-tote nut that has a. What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. That has a bunker with all these guns, and I can make bombs out of household stuff, and I'm preparing for like
just some
common household chemicals.
Common household chemicals mixed at the appropriate
proportions.
Yeah, the correct proportions or whatever it is.
And then gives a kid a gun
with no
ammo in it. But he's having a ball, and you can tell he's like, I'm fighting underground snakes as this guy. Sold. Put me in every sequel. Like, yeah, he's good, but he's gone from the movie for a good chunk of the time until near the end.
Yeah, he's like, I expected him to be a bigger player because I knew he's like in all the sequels and he's the main character of the flippin' series. And but no, he
shows up like near the end of the movie because he's the last truck. And then the worms go to him because he turns on the whatever. What is that thing? She had bullets in it and was shaking it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I think it's brass reclamation. I think the idea is you shake it like it you it might be, but like it's a sifter, so like it vibrates and the dirt falls out and the brass stays up.
Okay.
I think
maybe that's from picking up their shells or something. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that could be a thing. Yeah.
It just. I've always wondered what that machine was. I'm like, why are we turning this on? And isn't that dangerous when it has bullets in it?
No.
Well, it's not. They're spent. There's shell casings.
Even if it's like they're full bullets, it's not going to do anything with the bullets.
Applying that much force and pressure?
That's not that much force and pressure.
Shaking. It's just shaking. It's not.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know because they sealed it, so I was like,
No.
Anywho, but we can robot punch this movie now. Unless anybody else has anything else to add about Tremors.
I got nothing.
Besides Kevin Bacon's perfect woman, which then he doesn't get at the end, but gets the perfect woman for him. I like how he pulls up on her, and then he's like, she's a dog, pretty much. And then at the end of the movie, he's like, hello, rip down my things at the top. But, anyone up for pole vaulting? Shocked. I thought a Tremor was going to eat the stick at one point.
Yeah, that would have been not. Well,
because it still puts a vibration if you stick it in the ground and go that way.
You're right.
Like if the rocks that they're throwing are getting them to pop up like fish.
Yeah.
It's in the script.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like that's probably one of those things where just
don't think about it.
Don't think about it.
But that's what they pay me to do, Ken.
It
is to think
wasn't
about
in the
it.
script, so it didn't happen.
But I want to think about it. Why can't I think about it, Tyler? Tyler didn't answer me, Ken. I think Tyler's dead. Alas, poor
Moment of
Tyler.
silence for our last
So
Tyler.
the machine is a shell case polisher. It agitates empty brass cases in a mildly abrasive medium, gently polishing off the burns and powder residue from previous firings.
Aha.
In the arms of the angels.
I knew it had a purpose for something with the shells. I couldn't remember.
Tyler, we are having a moment of silence for you, and you're interrupting.
Why? I'm not dead.
Are you sure?
Are you? Let me check.
I have Give me a knife. Let me see your knife.
I don't know. Oh, wait, yeah, I do.
He does have a knife. He's Ken. He brought a knife to
I don't always have a
He
knife.
brought a knife to
but
Mr. Science Theater.
I don't always have a knife. Here's a knife.
Stab! Stab! Stab!
Ow, I'm in pain.
It's not the sound you would be making if I was stabbing
My kidney. Why, God? Moment of silence for a lost line.
you. No.
In the arms.
That's a robot punch.
I gave this movie a 3.5. It's a fun little time. I like the physical effects of the worms. I like the explosiveness of them, and like there's blood all over and goo.
I love how sometimes the blood is red and sometimes the blood is like bright orange.
Yeah, the ever-changing colors of puppetry and glue and explosives. They were evolving. They were getting smarter.
Okay.
Then their blood turned orange.
That means brain power.
What
Why
power?
is my blood still red?
What power?
Power of the babe.
What babe?
The babe with the power.
What power?
Power of voodoo.
Voodoo?
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of the babe.
What babe?
I saw my baby.
There are only 2 interior sets in the entire movie. Walter's store.
It's
and
terrible
and
that I
Heather's
own that
basement.
song for the sole purpose of that stupid ass joke.
Every other shot is an exterior.
That's true. What if they guerrilla shot this and just went in the desert?
Dance, magic, dance.
Jump, magic,
Yeah,
jump.
because they just corralled the local graboid population and made them do all the digging and the okay
Start building. Start building sets. You guys want to be famous? I'll make you a star, Tremors. Sorry, guys, your real name Graboids just didn't catch us. We had to go with Tremors.
The gag at the beginning of the film where Val misses a staple 8 times with his hammer was not entirely scripted and was Kevin Bacon's spontaneous idea. Fred Ward's reaction was completely genuine.
I saw that and I'm like, there's no way Kevin Bacon is missing that nail that many times. He's Kevin fucking Bacon. He's not an idiot.
I really enjoyed the argument about who's making breakfast. Fred Ward made eggs and stuff, and then there's Kevin Bacon. I made bologna beans. And the toilet beers were also very entertaining.
Oh, you never had a toilet beer?
No. I have a home and a fridge.
Toilet beers are great.
You go
They're
right
right
on
next
ahead,
to
buddy.
shower beers.
Are you talking about like a beer on the toilet?
Yeah.
They weren't on the toilet. They were in the toilet.
Well, you gotta use what you gotta use to make it cooler.
I gave my robot punches. Who's next?
I agree, 3.5. Yeah, this movie's a lot of fun. But as we was discussed, don't think about it too hard. Just enjoy the ridiculousness and the chemistry of the cast and the fact that it doesn't like it goes out of, I shouldn't say goes out of its way, but it does a good job of explaining why things are the way they are, i.e. why they can't just go for help. Oh, the only road out of town because there's a canyon behind us and mountains on either side.
That's why the radio doesn't work.
It's like, that's why we can't just drive out of here. That's why we can't just do this. That's why we can't just do that.
There are points where they give you a good explanation and then points where they don't. So I do appreciate that. You are correct. Tyler?
Well, Kevin Bacon has watched this movie a bunch of times and really enjoys it. I think he's got more enjoyment out of that because he remembers the fun time he had making a movie. I thought I really enjoyed this movie, but I'm going to give it a 2.5 because I don't think I enjoyed it as much as I... Like, again, I keep remembering Tremors 2 more than this movie. So,
well, Tremors 2 is coming, everybody.
It's coming, so we'll
to
find
a Tremors
out.
month near you.
We'll find out if that's what the case is, but like I don't feel like I enjoyed this one as much as you guys did. 2.5.
That's fine.
I had to pay full freight for this movie. It was gone from every streaming service I found.
I rented it.
I was about to rent it, and the words, "Oh, guess you're renting it." All of a sudden, Elijah's sharing a screen pass with you. I'm like, I guess I'm not renting it.
I didn't know it was Screen Pass worthy.
He just went, "Oh, never mind about it. Screen pass."
I sent you it. You got
It was
it.
funny.
You got it.
I just thought
You
it was
are going to
funny.
have to send me a screen pass for Wild Things.
I gotta give you the Blu-ray.
Okay, or that.
Because me and Tyler will just have to watch the digital I have, because I don't think it's Screen Passy.
That I can't speak to.
Boobies.
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 Can I beat Pokemon Violet?
Congratulations. Me too.
You beat
I've
Violet?
beat neither of the Pokemon. I have
Yeah.
not touched
How'd
them
you
in a
beat Scarlet?
while.
No, I beat Violet.
That's the purple dinosaur dude?
Yeah?
Yeah. You
That
had the
would
same
be
one.
Violet. Scarlet is a
Future
red
one.
color.
Future one.
Violet
'Cause
is a
the-
purple color.
The
I'm just trying to help you with the colors.
Miraidon
You seem
actually,
confused.
his wheels actually work.
Ah.
He doesn't just have the wheels and still run. I was like, no, that's stupid. I'm not doing that.
It's like that Pokemon that does that.
What?
There's the Pokemon that has the wheel in it.
Uh-huh.
Is that the one you were talking
Cyclozar.
about? Yeah.
I hate that Pokemon. I hate the Pokemons that turn into motorcycles.
I
I'm not-
hated the Vroom Pokemon that was like always with the Team Star people.
That also was
Yeah,
like super
the
unimaginative.
Yeah. I was like, I hate this stupid thing. I think I fought a Team Star person before I was supposed to. This one, and then I just like was hammering at it until I was like, then I eventually beat it. And then I was like, then I went to do other Team Star people, and it was like, dead, 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 dead. And I was like, oh, I did one person ahead of time. Way too quickly.
Yeah, I found it's really easy to go the wrong way in that game.
It is. It's a little bit too easy for
Oh, yeah.
to go.
Because I had to
Especially with
backtrack
like the
at one
gyms and
point.
stuff, they should put like numbers on them. Like
Yeah,
to at
well,
least be
there
like
was-
1,
There was a
2.
somewhere. Oh, if you looked at the. I don't know if it was the gyms. What it was either gyms or the star base. No, it was the star bases.
Yeah.
The star bases had like if once you uncovered the star bases, it would tell you easy, really hard, not quite so hard, somewhere in the middle. It's like it was like I said, but you had to go into the map and read the descriptions to get that information.
Did you have trouble with the final fight thing? The final fight in that game?
No.
Okay. I didn't really...
No,
You can talk about it. I don't care about spoilers. I don't know.
It's not, like, it's unimportant. It's legit, like, for some reason, there's a robot that in the crater that has, like, brought Pokemon from the future.
Or the past.
Or the past or
you're
something.
playing.
Oh, the past is the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Red is past, purple is...
Cool,
purple
you
is
get past. We got future.
Great.
I want to do the past. I'm waiting for that one.
Who am
now.
I fucking fighting?
I don't
Fucking
know.
goddamn Squirtle.
Oh, I want a Squirtle.
I'm gonna electrocute the shit out of his dumb ass. Down he goes.
But it wasn't bad. And then,
no Squirtles.
is there anything more? Do you know if there's anything more after you do the tournament thing? After the after game stuff? Like, you beat all the gyms again, and then you go back, and then you do a tournament.
Yeah, you can do the tournament over and over
Yeah.
and over again if you want to.
I knew that, but was there anything after that?
Not that I'm aware of. The only thing that you get access to the higher star rating,
Yeah, you get that one, the raids.
Terror raids.
Yeah.
And if you do that, if you do enough of that, you get to, like, the 6 and 7 star terror raids, and the 7-star terror raids are special and short-lived and all that. But unless you're, like, ultra interested in keeping up with all of that stuff, it's not necessarily. That's it. Like there's the four legendaries.
I caught those 4 legendaries.
Yes, I haven't caught all 4 legendaries yet. But...
I cheated and just was like, where the hell are these stupid
Oh, no, I
cards?
was doing that. I was working on that. But I just haven't been back to...
They're easy to freaking... Like, you have to save before... Like, you need to save before you catch those things. Because if you're at too high a level... I one-shot killed one, and I was like, oh, switch to a different Pokemon after restarting the game. Because I saved before I activated the symbol, and then I was like, oops. I did one aerial ace, and then all of a sudden it was like, Bleh! And I was like, oh man. I was like, darn you, Firebird. But there's like a goldfish one. I was like, this one's dumb.
Yeah, I got the like saber-toothed cat one.
That was cool. I like that one.
And I got the, like, slug one. Snail slug.
Yeah,
snail.
the like grass snail
Grass
thing.
dark, yeah. It's grass dark type.
It's fine. That one was fine.
I know there's a fishy one.
The fishy one's stupid. There's like a giraffe or like a elk or something. I think. That's what
it's a deer. Yeah, there's like a moose.
Yeah, that's
it's
what
got
it is.
the, like,
it's cone. That one's cool. I like that one a lot. I have not put any of them in my team, but I got them all. Okay, that was my blank curiosity before I moved on to a different game. Ken has answered my curiosity. Because I was like, okay, I'll just like do, but then I, like, because I beat the game here when we got back, because all I had to do was find one more staff, and then for one of the areas, and then I caught that legendary, then I was done with that. Then I was like, okay, now I'll do this stupid gym leader battles, and they were all easy again. I was like, kerpow, and then they're all dead.
Yeah, I breezed through this, because, like, at that point, like, I have my team, it's well-rounded, I'm good.
I added another person to just continuously get new things in the Pokédex, so I would, like, go back and put a Pokemon that was like, oh, missing a middle. Then I would put, like, the starter there and be like, here's the lucky egg, you get more experience points, here you go. I did do a Terra raid where I caught a level 75 Lucario, and that was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
So he joined my team in the end, because I hadn't, like, the other Pokemon I had was a Slaw King I caught that was just really high level at one point. He just was like a good person to have in the team, but they, for some reason, because of stupid mechanics in a video game, every other turn he has to skip because he's a sloth.
Yeah, because he's a slacking. Yeah. It's the ability. It's his
ability.
Yeah.
I was like, this is dumb. I was like, I want to attack. I also want in the tournaments. Am I allowed to, like? Can I switch that to double battles? Because that would be fun. Like have two Pokemon?
I don't think so.
Damn it. That's all I want to do is just double battle. I'm like, let's double battle. I want to go fight that gym leader that lets me double battle. That's the one plus side about Sword and Shield is they offer in their like tournament style thing that they have at the end game. You can make it single or double battles.
Like I said, I don't know. I haven't gone back to the. I did the tournament the one time.
Yeah, I
that
did that
needed
too.
To do it, and I haven't been back to it.
Yeah, then like there's other things like with the other 3 kids again that followed you.
Oh, okay.
In like the school, but that they like it's not important at the end. I think they let you into their rooms. Like I think that's the thing it does, and I'm like I don't care. I'm like let me fight things.
Let them fight.
That's my problem with this is I'm like I want to fight people. Give me people. But so now I'm going to move on to another Pokemon game, Pokemon Pearl. Pokemon Brilliant Pearl for the Switch. Because I didn't beat that yet. But I forgot where I was. So I very well might start it over.
That's fair.
I was like, I have no idea where I was.
Where we at there again?
Wow. I make conversation and you're just like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Where can I go home? I got to see my cat.
1 hour, nearly 5 minutes.
See, it's time to end the podcast.
Fine. End the podcast, Tyler. You got the book in front of you, you motherfucker.
You asked the question all the goddamn time.
I asked the question because sometimes you're like, so fish.
Can I go home now?
Where am I? It's that time of night, dickhead.
Why aren't you guys singing?
Because you're an asshole.
That time of night.
It's that time of night. It's that time of night. It's that time of night.
I'm going to go to www.thepostmanpodcast.com.
It's that time of night.
Email us, thepostmanpodcast@gmail.com.
Night.
Twitter
It's
at The
that
Postman
time of
Pod.
night.
Instagram, The Postman
It's
Podcast.
that time of night.
Facebook, The
It's
Postman
that time of
Podcast.
night.
Letterboxd, The
It's
Postman Pod.
that time of night. It's that
YouTube,
time
The
of
Postman
night.
Podcast. Or The
It's
Posterman.
that time of night.
And then
It's that
we have
time of
Patreon, The
night.
Postman Podcast.
It's that time of night. It's that time of night. It was that time of night. It was that time of night. We'll see you guys next week with Wow Things.
Boobies.
You make my heart sing. Wow Things.
Boobies.
You make my heart sing. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for listening.